I haven't traded. I traded too much today. I nailed a really good trade this morning. I caught this move down to, it was either this, I think it was this one. I caught this one down and then it hit the bottom of the broad formation. Yeah, it was that one. So you have a broad formation here. They're common. They happen when there's lots of news, or not lots of news, just high impact news, which we had this morning. There's the top of it. It's kind of I don't know, funky. Didn't really respect it there. And then I think it's probably like this. But that's the thing with broad formations. They're not really that trustable. All right, let's get levels. Levels on levels, guys. All right, so we zoom out. The first thing I notice is that we're in a channel. Like, that's the first thing that pops out to me. Like, we've been in this channel for a week now, straight, 5 days straight. Up and down, up and down. This isn't correct, but let's move that down. It's channel-ish, I guess you could say. It's channel-ish. So we hit the top of it when, I guess we need to investigate this. Maybe I'm backwards here and it's supposed to go up. Oh shit. Okay, so I'm gonna exit this. That my whole thesis around that's wrong. All right, so when you zoom out, you can't really tell, but it actually hit the bottom of it. It hit the top and then the bottom. So we haven't hit the top again yet. Okay, so maybe it goes up then, which would make sense why it's not going down. When I hop back on the screen this afternoon, I was like, why has it not gone down yet? I totally expected it to be like, busting through these lows here. All right, let's go to the hourly chart and get a little bit more of a high time frame look at this. And I think there's a gap that's right above us too. So now we have like multiple reasons to come up here. So we have a gap that's still open, so we'll just put that there. So they probably would want to fill the gap, I would believe. It's a little bit late in the day for that, though. In my experience, they don't really like to fill the gaps at the end of the day. It's more of like an early AM kind of thing. We have an open gap down here as well. Yeah. So we opened up with a little gap this morning and then we dropped through it and passed right back through it. Let's look at the daily chart real quick and see maybe if they're trying to put a doji day in. I doubt it because we've already been doing that for a while now. Okay, so if you look at the daily candle here, like which way could you see it expanding? I could see it expanding upward. That looks more likely to me than down. Let's put this daily low on our chart as well. That'd be a good target. So we dropped down, filled the gap, then we popped up, almost filled the entire gap, but we haven't quite filled it all, which would explain why it's just not going down, right? Like if it wants to go down, this could help explain why it's just like pushing up here slowly. I think it is respecting some kind of trend here as well, like that. All right, now we have the gap on our chart. Everything's good. The only levels I really see above us other than the gap there that has not been tapped into is this area right here. So that is a possibility. We have a pretty decent move down from there. Redelivered, and then this area has not been redelivered either. And then below us, not much. I mean, it's a bunch of dojis in here, so it's already been redelivered. We haven't stair-stepped down here, so that is a possibility as well. I like to make sure I'm good above and below and try to just see which way the market's going to push, and then I just trade that way with it instead of trying to predict price. I'm pretty decent at it, but I try not to as much because it can lead to me getting too one-sided. Like last night I was super bearish, I couldn't shake it, which it eventually did go down to exactly where I said it would, but it was first really bullish there for like 3 hours. All right, so we have this area here. It's a little iffy though. A little iffy. And then obviously this area here. Like just looking at the chart, you can tell that currently we've been in a downtrend. So until this high breaks here, this is a strong high because it led to a new lower low. So until this high gets taken out, you really shouldn't be looking for much upward price action. Should just assume that it's going to hold and it's going to lead to lower prices. Another clue here is that where this wick ended up, I think that is kind of telling here. The fact that it was right perfectly with the low of that candle, I think that's kind of telling too. And where this reversed is kind of suspect. I think it's a double bottom. That's close to a double bottom. All right, now that we got NQ all situated, I'll get to the questions here in a minute. Oops. There we go. Hey, what up, guys? Okay. So now let's do the same shit with ES. We're going to start the daily chart here. It does look like it's going up. It's better to be well prepared and like know where price is going. I hate not knowing where it's going. Once you get used to reading price and understanding where it's going, when you don't know where it's going, it becomes aggravating. Anyone experience that lately? Okay, so we have this daily doji, obviously, which we tapped into today. Yeah, when you don't know, it sucks, huh? It like drives me nuts. Okay, so we have a daily doji. Definitely is a difference between the two of these here. So NQ has not taken out the daily previous day's high. ES has. We need to note that. So that is a little bit, that's not good for bullish price action. Yeah, I hate that too, man. If there's not like clear areas, it makes it a little bit frustrating. Like last night was like that. I couldn't really I didn't have a really real handle on it. First night in a couple sessions, but we went through like 2 weeks of that where it was just really choppy price action, kind of like today actually. Okay, so I put that up there, but I don't think those are all dojis, so there's really nothing there. It's got to be above, which I believe there's a gap too. Nope, it's filled it. Let's go to the hour chart here. So if we go to the hourly chart, there's some areas of interest, like obviously this here. None of this is like super quick out of here, and then you have a doji, consolidation, which we already tapped into that. We did overshoot it though, so it's probably going to continue up. We'll have to drill down a little bit and find the actual area here. Okay, I'm looking for areas that really like push down really fast that I can see. I could see like this move down's pretty quick there. This area already got redelivered there. Yeah, I think this is the only area I see right here. I mean, other than that, but it already got redelivered, so it must be that area. And then we just want to take a look at YM and make sure it's going up too. You want all the indices to be moving in the same direction. It makes trades a lot easier. If YM's doing the opposite of ES and NQ, it creates a chop sesh. So it's actually pushing up quite aggressive. Huh. Not what I expected. I expected it to be kind of chopping around. It's pretty obvious where this is going, right? Like, look at that move down. It's going up to here. That's for damn sure. I don't usually do this, but I might take a trade on YM here. Just because I'm like certain that's where it's going. There's like no question in my mind. So it looks like NQ is about to bust that high. So we have some room here too. It's over 100 points. And once ES and NQ start going, it's gonna really start cooking. I do want to put the entirety of the balance on my chart, which lines up with that other balance area close to the bottom of it. All right, so we already had the phase one where it tapped it, pulled back into balance, and now it's coming back up. So let's drop down and see if we can't get to low risk entry here. All right, so I like a fill of this area here. If that comes in and fills it in, like comes back to this high, that would be a decent trade, I believe. We do have a trend here, you can clearly see it, so it probably puts it pretty close to like where it's at now. Let's measure this here and see how deep of a pullback we're at. Yeah, so it's already past 50%. A little volume imbalance there. I think that'd make it a good good entry right near that volume imbalance. So I'm probably going to do here is dollar cost average in, because I think it just hit that trend line. So I don't want to miss it all, but I don't want to go full in either, because it might still need to come down to there. You have to include the spread. I don't know what the spread is on this. Two points. 61, 60, 59. So yeah, that's a fill ish. Nice. I'm wondering what I want to see if it's going to get above this high personally first before I take a crack at it. And I want to also measure see if it's a failure swing. Alright, so I'm going to add another one here. We now came back into this area. Definitely want to see this area hold right here. It's where this move originated from. At 3 minute, it could actually come down a little bit lower here. It should at least bounce at this high though, I would think. I don't trade it, so I'm not familiar with how it operates, so. All right, there's half back to balance to the tick. That's how we do it. All right, I'm gonna add on another one here. After I drop down and I see that it's stopped on time framing down, I'm gonna put my stop right below here. If it violates it, then I'm definitely wrong, so. What a dick. And I got out of it. I don't like how I violated it there. I don't like how this double topped. I don't know what ES is doing, if it took out the high or not. Yeah, so we have an SMC soup setting up here. See how that strong high there is holding? Very powerful. I'm gonna see it break this trend though. The strong highs and lows are just super caught that long. Yeah, I like the doji. Yeah, it looks pretty decent here. And on this time frame, it violated this low. Should have held if ES was going to keep going up on this time frame. Anyways, we'll have to see what a 3 minute time frame is at. Yeah, so that'd be your strong low. Led to a new higher high. Should trust it. And ES is, NQs is right here. All right, there she goes. I feel like right here would be just a horrible entry though. All right. Pulling the trigger. I don't feel very good about it though. I don't like the entry point, but if it's gonna go, it's gonna go, regardless of how I feel about it. I try to take my feelings out of these like setups like this that we know are solid as fuck, because it's like, you know, I don't know which one's gonna hit, but I know that over a set of trades, it's gonna hit, you know. So I try to just same thing with half back to balance. If it's to the tick, I just take it. I don't really care as long as it meets my criteria. So it did just go half back to balance there. We'll let one time framing dictate my exit here, because as you know, you can go a lot farther. God, I love these fucking trades, I swear. Straight fire. Smoke them. Look at them getting smoked. They're like, oh no, why didn't the equal high work? Price was supposed to attack it. Oh no. Why am I getting blasted? Poor little fellers. Yeah, this is a nice trade here. Very fast. Very smooth. No heat. I love trades that are no heat. Just straight goes. Alright, so the only possibility left now is a failure swing. A violation of this 0.8 leads to a new low. Ooh, what do you know? What? Crazy. Alright, let's check ES and make sure it didn't do something different. Still one time framing. I'm gonna stay in the trade until it stops. Yeah, it was. Yeah, as soon as it like failed here, and the push away from that equal high was pretty savage. Nice double top. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm out. Sometimes it does that, and it just aggravates the fuck out of me. I need to like probably experiment with different time frames. If it goes above that high, I'll just get out. But I liked how it touched that doji there, or that candle there, and rejected. All right, so now this is where I want to be looking for like a 50% retracement. But this move was pretty fast, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try to come up into here. We have to consider that on every other time frame, it's just a black candle right now. It's just a down candle. Nothing, it's still really bearish, even on a 3-minute, I imagine. But that is one hell of a doji there. Let's look at 15-minute, see what it looks like. Yeah, like what are they going to close the candle all the way up there? Doubtful. I always try to see what the other time frames look like. Like what other people are going to think about it. Does it look bullish? Does it look bearish? Let's look at ES here and see what it's doing. Because it is the one that matters, right? It's the one that's going to dictate what happens anyways. Alright, so coming into balance here. So seller sold, buyers bought, seller sold, balance. Alright, so did ES reach that or not? I don't think so. I want ES to come into doji low. Yeah. So that's 82. The spread. Yeah, it's only a tick. What to do? What am I counting? Like how far away from it got from the wick there to see if it was within the spread. Because sometimes like if price is trying to reach something, it just is short of it just by like in ES's case, you want it to be like less than a point, obviously. And in Q's like 2 points because you have to add the spread in there. So sometimes if it comes up shy, then I'm like, okay, that's why. It's probably the spread. Just lets me get a better understanding of why it didn't reach it. But you could tell here because the push away from that was so aggressive. Like immediately pushed away from it. So we're coming into this area here. We have a volume imbalance. If it's going to bounce, I would think that this is probably where it's going to try to. So I want to go ahead and scale out once it pushes down again here. Obviously, that's not where I'd allow price to go. That's like an emergency stop. I would get out probably if it comes up into right here. Maybe even my break-even price. We're still on time framing down though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row. Yes, busting that doji wide open. Huh. Nice little swing high forming here. You have a lower high to the left, lower high to the right, higher high in the middle. I want to see if it's going to start reacting to this trend line. Like, does the next wick bounce off of it perfectly? If it does, then it's a good sign that it's going to hold like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take one off here. I'm going to see if it breaks this. I don't like how it touched it perfectly like that. The ES is curling up. You do have this volume imbalance here, so maybe it drops like a rock real quick. I start looking at one time framing after 3 candles in a row. I'm gonna re-enter here. Stop goes above there. After that, then it becomes pretty likely that's gonna continue. And I try to give it 5 seconds. If it goes above the previous candle, I try to give it like 5 seconds. I usually cheat on it, count really fast. I've been trying to break myself with that though. We want to see a reject here. Like it needs to reject right here. I don't even like how far it's pushed up into it. We'll have to measure it and see like how far it went into it. Oh, what do you know? Halfback. Oh, what crazy. What do you know? That's weird. Crazy. It's all like this algorithm operates in a specific manner. It just repeats the same shit over and over and over and over again. Like once you like really focus in on like trying to trade with this algorithm and not against it, like we have to see precision. If it's not precise, if it's not to the tick, we really don't want to mess with it. Like I'm trying to cut it down. I'm working on that because I have a habit of just like not caring. Sometimes I'm trying to really like hone that in and get rid of that because my best trades are always the ones that are to the tick. Like whether it's a failure swing, whether it's a half active balance, the ones that are exact, precise are always the best trades, hands down. So like And that's why you see me being so anal about like how far away was it? People are probably like, "What's a tick? What's it matter?" Well, it does matter because if an algorithm is set to do something at a specific price point, it's going to be to the tick. It won't be far enough away because CME has the supply. They have all the supply, so they can move the market however they see fit, and they do. And it's in the documentation in the PDFs that they do it. All right, let's drop down a little bit more here. I want to see what it's doing within here. And people say this is just it's fluff and shit. It cracks me up. Like even every time frame has information. It's giving you information every single time frame. That's that shit I don't like though. But we have to check ES here. Yeah, so ES, you see that? That's to the tick there. It's very, very precise. So if it pushes up here again, I'm going to add on to this. Probably pretty heavy. I do want to be aware that we are in a trading range though, and we're coming into the bottom of the trading range here, so it's definitely a possibility that it could pop back up. All right, so ES made a new low there. We want to make sure that we see NQ do the same thing. Yeah, I think we're good, but we just, yeah, I would hold tight till it does something that's not good, which that's not. This isn't good. ES making another lower low. Well, NQ is not. NQ, you gotta man up, dude. You gotta like get with the program here, dude. Yeah, ES will drag it down. ES keeps going here. So we have one push, 2, 3, 4. We still have another push. I'm gonna add on to this here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. What in the fuck? Wasn't paying attention. I was counting ES's pushes. All right, so you see how it's stair stepping here? The reason I didn't like panic and exit real quick is because I can see like it's stair stepping. This high came really close to this high, this high. It makes sense based on what it's been doing that it would do this again. But we did just have an SMT, so like that's not bullish. That's not bearish. I bet you could put a trend line on this, and I bet you it's perfect. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna save my stop there. I'm pretty confident we still go lower, but like I said, we're in a trading range, and that was too much risk, anyways. Let's get off of this and go to 30-second where I'm more comfortable. All right. You see how that SMT like led to the reversal? ES made a lower low, and then NQ was unable to. All right, so Yeah, violation. Violating. All right. Let's look at a 10-minute. So in 10 minutes, just a doji. It still has 12 minutes left on it. Not 12 minutes, 2 minutes. Now we do have room to go up, but this volume imbalance here, I want to see ES get above that first. And then we have 40 minutes left. Let me clean this up. It's getting too dirty. There we go, much better. Alright, so we have like a reversal coming in here, I would assume. And there's a trend like that. Okay, so now I want to go long here. I don't want to just rush into it though. Hopefully get it pulled back, but these, like this move was really down fast. It was really fast down, so if it's going to move up, it's likely to do what it did on the left side. So on the left side it was really fast. It's probably likely to be fast up if that's what it's going to do. I do want to be aware of this area here. All right, I'm going to go long here, guys. And I think that doji's low might be it. If it is going to reverse and continue down, I think that's where it would do it at. And then I think same kind of area here for ES. I feel like it might be topping out here. Let's go 3 minutes, see what this looks like. So we tapped in right to that candle's low there. Something to note. So ES is pushing there, which is good. It's just kind of stalled, right? Like it was moving up pretty aggressive. There we go. I'm gonna take one up there. So you got 1, 2, 3, and I won't really say that's 4, but it's close. All right, I'm gonna get out right there. I don't like how it's flashing lower. I'd rather just take my risk off the table than hold on to it. That's low conviction here. I just don't like how it's behaving. You still, oh, that's from earlier, yeah. Now let's look at ES here and see what it's doing. So you have a doji. It's probably still gonna go up. Looks pretty up, like, to me. I still don't know if it's gonna pull back deeper first. This is the question. I got stopped out before, right as I put my stop in. Alright, so what do you guys think? You think it's going up or down? I kind of feel like it looks like it's got a clip. It's about to jump off up here. Let's see if it touched the low of that black candle there. Yeah, it did. So the market will give us clues, like in the price action. If you start reading the price action here, so price dropped down into this black candle here, pushed back up, that's bullish. The fact that price rejected here, that's bearish. Let's see what ES did, NQ did when it dropped down here. It will start giving you clues slowly but surely. So the fact that it touched into that candle's high there, that's probably bullish. It's probably a 50% retracement. And the fact that it held there is bullish. So you see, like it starts giving you clues, and the clues start to add up, and then you can capitalize off the clues that it's giving you. So ES just blasted. No, it hasn't got there yet. So I think it overshot this. That's very close.
Definitely a bearish reaction off that high, though.
This high didn't lead to a lower low on NQ, though, so it is a weak high. On ES, though, it did lead to a lower low. It wasn't able to close below there, though. So it's also a weak high here. So that gives me a little bit more confidence just to chill out, because it's probably fine. And still one time framing up. Since here we've been one time framing, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on our 6th candle here. I'm gonna get out though if it pushes back below here. $21 trades today, nice. 1 good hold, 3 full losses, shit ton of chicken closing. You fought into the green. Exhausted, but no full on tilt. Let's go. Picking out great signals. I can feel like I'm going to... Nice, man, nice. That's huge that you didn't go into tilt, especially if you've been really struggling with it. Oh, nice. Staking rate, that nice. That's huge, man. Like, even just like, I was in such a bad tilt state for like, I don't know, months. At one time when I first started, that even doing it not for 1 day was like huge for my psyche. And then it became 2 days, and then it became 3, and then it became less often. So I think that's a good goal. If you guys are going into tilt on a daily, every other day, however often you may do it, you're probably in a cycle. It's probably like, you're probably in a cycle. Most people, I was anyways. I trade good for the beginning of the week. By the end of the week, I go into tilt, like usually Thursday, Friday. So if that is you, like, make it a goal not to go into tilt that day. Or on your 4th day, try not to go into tilt. Because I'm assuming what happens to a lot of people is you're doing really good for a couple days, rocking and rolling, and then you go into tilt and fuck it all up all in one go. I've done it many times myself, so I know how it feels. So make it your goal not to do it. You know, just take it 1 day at a time, and see how much it changes everything for you. I guarantee it will change everything for you. Tilt, like going into like an emotional down spiral where you start making bad choices, blowing up accounts. It's kind of like a blur. If you ever blown a couple accounts, like it just feels like a blur. Like you just don't even know what really happened. You like tell your wife you blew the account, and she's like, "Well, why would you do that? You're up $2,000. We needed that money." And you're like, "I don't know." Yeah, it's that I don't know why I just did that state. But honey, we could have really used that $2,000. Well, I know that. Well, why would you do that? Because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, that's what I told the judge. Oh, Tilt is angry, ruins trading, inner child, temper tantrum. Yeah. He said 17 gets you 20. That's harsh for a 17-year-old, bro. Uh, you crack me up, dude. Yeah, I know you're joking, bro. I know. You got a dark sense of humor like I have. I like it. Okay, so now we're just chilling. We're just chilling right this high. Still choppy. It's kind of a choppy trend. I don't mind it when it's like this, as long as it stays in the trend line. I'm pretty cool with these. I'm gonna add on another one here. I do want to check on ES and make sure it's not rejecting like right here. And I want to count these pushes. So you got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. So we gotta be careful here because I can't really tell. The pushes are kind of like hard to identify. So 5 pushes and it's gonna top. Every trend tops at 5 pushes, guys. I don't know how in the fuck I never noticed it before. Maybe it wasn't doing it before, but now that I see it, it's just like, what in the fuck was I doing? Because I used to always try to figure it out. I used to think it was 3 pushes, and then I can clearly see it now. It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. So once this retraces back up here a little bit, I'm gonna short the fuck out of this. I'm gonna start right now actually and scale into this. It's gonna retrace that. There it goes. That move was too fast. ES is not gonna allow that shit to fly. So that's why you're seeing price come right back up. But now it's gonna have to go back down because that move was too fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and scale into this. Most of the time, like I used to panic when this would happen. Like let's say I was in a trade and it dropped really fast. I'd be like, fuck. Especially if I was in a trailing drawdown account. But now I realize that CME will not allow that shit to fly. There's no fucking way. This immediately triggers their algorithm. And that's why you see it like, whoop, come back in. So someone just sold at the market there. I wish I had a DOM. Let me see if the volume profile will show it. That's not the right one. Come here, you stupid son of a bitch. So now we're at a danger level because you see they retraced it right back to the last place seller sold there. So I think this is kind of a dangerous spot right here if it's going to go up. I thought there'd be more of a drastic like push up there, but the move up wasn't that drastic as I thought it was. You even have a doji right there, so it even stalled for a couple seconds there. If I can get this damn thing, just I hate how it's hard to find it. And showing I just want the bar, dude. So there goes, fuck. I should have been paying attention instead of fucking with this. So here we'll show the contracts. Yeah, so 126, 117, 100, 120, 130. Yeah, and then it went 100, 100, 100. So the dude was selling lots of 100 at the market, probably. Just made a dump. Okay. Alright, that stop out sucked, though. I wanted to rate my account. So it's a good example, though, if you guys look at this, it's such a good example of like how this works. If price is not fairly delivered, if it is too fast, too aggressive, they won't allow that shit to stand. They won't do it, guys. They won't do it. Like, they won't let that shit fly. So where in here was price really fucking aggressive? Right here, right? And right here. Where it got delivered? Where it got redelivered? Right here. And right here. But what do you know? Crazy, huh? So it got redelivered. So fuck a fair value gap. Like, if you guys trade that shit, stop. It's the biggest lie. Maybe not in Forex. I don't trade Forex, but it's the biggest misconception of lie I've ever seen. It's no wonder it literally has a worse win rate than flipping a quarter. Like, you could just flip a quarter, heads or tails. Heads, you go long, tails, you go short, and have a better win rate than you would trading fair value gaps. Which, that's horrible. It's a negative win rate. And that shows, that's why right there. Because it's thin air, it is not resistance, but rather thin air. Alright, so we're aggressively pushing up. I'm assuming that we're going to head back up into here. I wanted to go short, but I think this will drop down here. It's an SMC soup. So again, ES made a lower low here. And then NQ did not. So it broke the trend line here. It's actually an SMC soup. Same setup that came from. Kind of interesting. Clearly targeting SMC cats. It's clearly being targeted. There you have volume bounce there. Yeah, it's kind of like NQ's kind of lagging here, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and enter long here. I liked it. I like this. It's very low risk. Price came down, touched that previous high right there. Just a little bit more room. So as I was saying with the highs, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. It's just too hard to tell. 1. Get back up there, dude. What the fuck are you doing? I exited that. I don't like how ES filled that volume bounce there. I'm just not sure on direction. I cannot, yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck was up with this drop. I don't know. I assume someone just sold the market there. I can't explain it on here because I don't want to get stolen. Like, it's a unique strategy that I came up with. So, if this wasn't on YouTube, I would have be cool with explaining to you. So, on Tuesday, ask me before I start the YouTube up. Because you usually have a minute before I start it. So if you just ask me, then I have no problem explaining to you. But I won't do it on YouTube. Yeah. Would have been a great EMA snapback and missed it. I'm done either way. Alright, I'm gonna go short here, guys. Be quick to exit though, because I'm like unsure direction here. I really am. I think that this is kind of weird. I would have expected them to bring it back down into here again. Alright, I'm gonna take one off right there. And I want to watch the 50% retracement. Definite clear difference between ES and NQ here. Very, very clear difference in the way they look. Everything's different about them. Yeah, scale the fuck out. Yeah. Triple test are solid as rock. If I find one, intimidate. Yeah, they are. Definitely are. I think even double bottoms are fire and double tops if you have some kind of entry criteria with them. Like, almost use it like a trend line, like as a tool, but not like a complete strategy. I think if you just some kind of entry criteria, like take out the previous candle's high, make a higher low on a lower time frame, or something, some kind of indication that price is done moving. They work actually really as a signal bar, yeah. Something, anything, and they actually work really well. You see really, really good double tops and bottoms all the time, like really fire ones. Like this one's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and exit this one if it doesn't drop here. This almost looks like without this crazy trend, this wick here, this almost looks like 3 taps, it's a wrap, and then blast them. I think this is like a mistake. I'm just gonna ignore the wick here and act like it's not even there, because I think it's a mistake. I don't think that was meant to happen. I think someone probably just sold at the market, which we could see with the volume profile. Like he was selling sets of 108 every tick. He did it for 4 ticks in a row, 100 contracts, 108 in a row in 4, and then took a 3 tick break and then hit 3 or 4 more in a row. Which, if you look at the bid and ask on NQ, it's not very heavy. Yeah, so 1 in 5, guys. Like, that's the bid and the ask here. So, and the dude's dropping 100. No wonder it was like wheat. So that explains the drop. Same thing happens in meme coins. If like someone sells a whole bunch at once, the market just wipes out the DOM pretty much. Just until it found like an order somewhere in here that was big enough to support it. I'm assuming that as soon as that happened, then the algorithm switches on and like repairs it. That wick is exactly third test. Yeah, it is exactly, yeah. Where's the third one? Alright, so see how it bounced right there? I think this is it. I think this is my setup here that I like. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm gonna take it anyways though. I'm just not sure about this like last, I don't think it's supposed to do that. It's been a long time since I traded it though, so we'll see if it works here. But it should take out this high if it is in fact that setup. It's like 3 humps up. So you got like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it might have been ended right here. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but if it is, it's going to go like this. This is usually what will happen. It looks like a cliff though here, so I'm gonna do this. So I had it just put me into a short if it broke below those lows. Which, looking back, probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. I bet, I bet when that stop triggered, it didn't stop us out until like way down here. I bet you. So we're long right here. I bet my stop was right in this area here. I bet it didn't get me out to right here. It's probably like an extra 10 points on that market order stop. Which would have been nice to have a limit order stop in there. It would have triggered, came back up, and it never even probably got triggered at all. Is it rallying right now? I've been waiting for this. The other night I made like 1,200 bucks. And earlier it was doing the weirdest thing. When I entered, it put me up automatically 60%. And I did that like when every time I went long, it put me up 60%. I just did it like 5 times in a row, and then I thought it was going to continue, so I just kept geeking in. Like my count was growing, so I just kept going like all my capital in, and then it dropped really fast and got me out, and knocked out my account. That's a never ever coin. We can look at it. I can look at it for you though. I would assume it never is ever gonna make another new high, but we can look at it. I guess the circumstances around it have changed. So Gary's gone. Gary the fucktard. Fucking idiot, man. That dude is just so stupid. God, isn't he, man? Like, what is wrong with that dude? What kind of a human does that? You're attacking legit US based companies just for no reason. Just because you don't like them or what. It's just ridiculous. But I call these never ever coins. Like, if they didn't make a new high with Bitcoin before, then they're probably never ever going to. But like I said, the circumstances have changed here. I try to. I don't have any in my bag. Like, if it hasn't made an all-time new high within the last 2 years of Bitcoin, then the chances are it's never going to, and it never will, because what happens is these teams just dump. They just dump on everybody. So every time it gets close to a new high, the people that started the coin just dump, and you can see it if you use what's that site I used to use for that? Anyways, there's lots of sites that will like show you when their unlocks are coming, and it usually coincides with bull runs and moves up. You can see here they probably just geeked on people and sold it down, so that raises the market cap a whole bunch. Every time they're adding more supply into the mix. Fuck, and this market's confusing me, guys. I've been trading for too long, I think. Take a break here, so when it's 1 o'clock, I'm fresh. All right, so if we look at this here, it does look bullish. Like, if you bought here, you fucking cleaned up house. Three times your return on that. Yeah, assume the only thing is there's probably a lot of bag holders in here, up here, but it's almost at this high. If it could take out this high, then yeah, I wouldn't. If you were holding it from down here, I would definitely get out a lot of it. I don't know, is XRP being used a lot? Did people use it a lot? I don't know much about it because it's a never ever coin, so I just immediately, like, my brain shuts down. But I guess there's probably bag holders here and they didn't sell here, so I know the community is really strong and about that life, about the XRP life. Like, the motherfuckers are serious about it. It's no joke to them. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it there, though. If you weren't already in it, I would not buy it there. It will pull back. So I started back with my Phantom accounts. I started with such a small amount of money, like 50 or $60, man. I was just like pissed after I fucked up and held overnight with all those coins. So it's back up to 376. And then I have a second one here, which I just need to combine them. Which this one's so start with almost nothing. And I found out you can just add wallets to this. So on my phone, I have a bunch of wallets that are like dudes that are making, their accounts are like $2 million and shit. But it actually works good. You just like find which coins they've been investing in, and then buy into them. This one I like made a shit ton of money off today. So I bought 0.1, sold 0.2 sold. So that's like double up and double 0.1 up. And then I bought 0.04, 0.04, so another 0.1. And then I bought some more. I think this one's gonna geek up. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted. All right, let's look at XRP here. Is XRB on the BNB chain? It must be. Oh, what am I doing? This is the best website for checking out coins. Anything, really. Anything crypto related. I don't know why it's showing up XRLP. Unlocks. This is what you want to look at. So like when is like their next unlock? So look at how much these guys are just dropping on everybody, guys. That's why these coins kind of suck. Especially if they never made a new all-time high. They're just not going to again because their guys are just going to keep just cheating on you. Just like skeet, skeet right over your fucking face. Yeah, so they're unlocking. They only have 46% unlocked. That's crazy. And this one, they have daily unlock of $7,000, daily unlock of $540,000. And then we'll even tell you the exact date if you click on them. But let's type in XRP. This is something I did for all the coins I'm holding long term. It doesn't even show up on here, dude. That's really weird. Yeah, but if you're like, you just need to be aware of this. It doesn't cause them to go down necessarily, but it will like raise their market cap. So like Solana hit a new market cap a long time ago. So technically it made a new high a long time ago. Which they have daily unlocks that are crazy. this chain is still unprofitable, and it's because if you look here, um, da, 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 da. Insiders 48% of the flow? No. No, it's almost all the way unlocked though. And there's some really popular ones in here like Celestia. Dumps on their people too. They all be dumping. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I can't find any information beyond that, so. Alright, now that I've taken a break, sorry guys, I had to take a break. Else I was gonna go into tilt. Yeah, Solana, I have a bunch of Solana. I had like $18,000 of it, but I sold a bunch of it. Because I was just looking at my portfolio one day and I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, what if something happens with the chain or something? It was just too much risk. It was well over half of my portfolio, no, almost half. Now it's a little bit more balanced out between Bitcoin, Solana, and Sui. Sui, which that's also been ripping. What's it at, like $3 now? Told you guys about it. It's like 75 cents. Yeah, it's $3.4 now. All right, so we're coming up to this high here. We're actually like starting to form a little bit of a trend here. I'd assume that's at least going to push up to the half back area at the close. Yeah, give me that pullback, bruh. All right, so we're coming in this area here. Yeah, definitely. It's so underpriced, man. It's so underpriced. So Aptos is one that's a lot like it, that it's at $11. Same like programming language and everything. So Sui is different. Like if you actually look into Sui, it's actually really fucking sick. Like the way it's set up is way different from any other coin. Instead of just like following the Ethereum route like most of the other coins do, they built their own thing, kind of like Solana did. It's like a mini Solana. It's what I compare it to. So yeah, I think now is like getting in at Solana early. They don't have a whole bunch of apps on there, but they're starting to be more. But the apps on there are pretty fire. Like I like them. I'm using them. I have my Sui is all staked and making me money in these little protocols, kind of spread out over 5 or 6 of them. I don't know how much I have in Sui. I haven't really kept track because of the different apps, but I think I have like 5 or 6K of it, if not more. I have like 1,500 in my Coinbase wallet. That's not. I need to move it into the apps, and then I have a lot. Yeah, it might be more like 8 or 9. Yeah, so I think it is. Yeah, I buy more every time I have spare money. I buy more Solana, more Bitcoin, and more Sui. It's hilarious. Like these dudes that think like now they're just all up on the bandwagon, man. Like you weren't just hating on crypto last month, man. I think it's kind of funny how these dudes just be doing that, trying to act like they weren't perma bears on this shit all year. Okay, so we went up into here and tapped into it. Let's see what ES did here. So I don't think Bitcoin's gonna make a new high before the market closes. Interesting. Okay, 3 minutes left. Now we have to figure out what they're going to try. Are they going to try to make a run for up here? Or is that going to satisfy it? Because we do have a swing high here. I think. Let's see here. No, not a swing high. Ooh, it recovered that candle. I might short Bitcoin here. Because I think people are going to like, there'd be a lot of risk to hold this over the weekend, I think. Especially in the futures market. So you have one of these patterns going on here, which I love. That's actually the other night when I made like that $1,200 in like, I don't know, a few minutes, 4 minutes or something like that, was a pattern like this. But if it does break out of it, then it is going to send it flying. I let these patterns on Bitcoin, when they finally break out of them, are just straight savage. See what it did yesterday at the close, 13. Yeah, it went down. I'm just getting my ass whooped in the futures game, eh? And if you look at the returns on Sui, it's insane, guys. Like the returns that they're giving you for a paired asset is pretty crazy. Like most of the time when they like you have assets that are a lot alike that move together, they're not going to be very high returns, but these guys hook it up. Like I don't know if it's because of the new protocol or what, but they be hooking it up. Where does it say how much the yield is? Let me see. Yeah, so that's 6%. That's that, and it's already staked. So on top of it being staked, I'm getting 6%. So that's a pretty decent return. And then yeah, 6%. Because it's going up so much, I don't want to invest in these. But if I had like a capital I wanted to like just earn money off of, like you get 158% return off of that. That's just really good. And there's some even crazy, I don't know what NS is, but if you pair it with a more volatile coin, it gets pretty crazy here. 1,000% gain, 1,000%, 1,700. I don't know how realistic that is because of the whatchamacallit, the fuck, I'm drawing a blank here. Impermanent loss, there we go. But you see, these apps are pretty good. Like for being a new protocol, like they're pretty fancy. All right, so we're still doing nothing. I'll probably just catch the end of day drift here. Let's go to 2 minute chart. See how big this 5-minute candle or 2-minute candle is. So it's not, yeah, it's like 20 points. I hate it when it's big like this. So what I've been doing, guys, is like when it's a big candle like this, I'll use the first inside candle for my trigger. So if the next candle closes inside of the 4 p.m. candle, I'll just use that. I'll just move the lines to that candle. I think it's going to go down though. Unless it wants to tap into this high. Yeah, like look at this app. It's not bad. So for lending, like you get 16% on a staked SUI and non-staked SUI. That's really good. It's not bad at all. And same thing here, that they give 47%, which is, this is new. Yeah, we see how cool these apps are. They're pretty cool. And that one I'm gonna get eaten on in permanent loss. All right, so we're about to break out above this fucking pattern. And then now I'm just gonna move the candles to this high and this high. And then we want to see ES go with it. It must go with it. If it doesn't, then it's no bueno. Nice. So on this platform, guys, if you really think about it, they're putting up everything. For every dollar you invest, they put up $999. Like, wrap your head around that for a second. Like, I was bitching about the fees before, but once I think about it this way, if I put in $10,000, they're putting up 99.99% of it. And we're literally putting up one, I guess if you just think about it, $100. If I put $100 in, they're gonna give me $100,000 to trade with, which is insane. So I shouldn't really be bitching about fees. I don't know what I was bitching about the fees for. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go long here, a little bit late to it, but I'm gonna go heavy into this because I want to make up for all my losses. And then we just want to grab this here.
Shit. Too much.
Yeah, so Bitcoin's going down as expected, which it makes sense around people just not wanting to hold this risk over the weekend. I wouldn't. If I had futures contracts on, I definitely wouldn't keep them on Bitcoin over the weekend. It's just not my day today, dude. All right, so I have a position of $56. They gave me 56,000 to trade with, and then I have a position of $81 to trade, $81, and they gave me 40,000 to trade with. That's 500 times leverage. So a very nice move down there as expected. I'm gonna go ahead and exit the 1,000 times leverage. It's probably gonna try to come down into here though. Maybe not. I'll give it a second here. It likes to, at the close of the candles, if it's gonna continue down, it should push down here any second. Nope. So when you see that, it's most likely gonna pop up. Yeah, so they took $16 for that trade. And I don't think that's bad considering I only put up $1 to every 999 they put up. It's kind of it kind of seems silly like to bitch about that. I don't know why I never thought of it that way. It's just insane. Let's see if it's still in that pattern here. Okay, so we broke out of that pattern. So what I like to do with these patterns here, as long as it doesn't close back inside of it, is I like to take this last push here and look for it to at least come down to here. Yeah, that was a false signal on the end of day drift there, just straight false. I'm just waiting for another push down here to like make sure it's not trying to get back inside of there. Which that is like $320 away, which will be a lot of money. So that account's toast, but I still have like this one's guys should get activate this one tomorrow. I mean on Monday I think. And I have this one as well, and then I have the newly funded account as well, so sitting pretty on take profit trader here. I really suck at the 150k accounts. I don't know why I struggle with them so much. Maybe it's just that it takes forever to do them, or I think I need to get my risk sizing down and start over risking. Okay, that's not good. All right, there it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna go $80, 1,000 times leverage. And this next push here, if it pushes down below that low of that candle. So you can see how well it follows these patterns, like it very, very well. You at least had two really solid trades off of it. All right, there it goes. Shit. All right, so this candle has 30 seconds left on it. I also see like a possible channel though too. All right, if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat, and then we'll wrap this up. I'm not sure what it's gonna do here. I'm done with it for today. I don't want to do any more damage. This could break out to the upside after all. It would just refuse to close back below there. Or it's doing the channel thing. It's hard to tell which one it is. It just went past the 585 retracement, so it's probably... We'll see what it does here, but it's probably looking like it might grind up. Yeah, actually, it doesn't look bad. I like how it tapped into that low there. I thought I closed that, apparently not. What the fuck was up with that? I opened it and it said negative 80%. But 223 isn't all the way up to there, so I don't, that must be a mistake. Let me refresh this. It's like the opposite of what I saw earlier, where it was giving me automatic gains. Yeah, see, I put a long position. I'm already up 81%. See if they pay me on that. I'll just do that. Let's see this again real quick. I don't want to enter short if I'm gonna get fucking taxed like that. I think it's a mistake, but yeah, down 63%. There's no way. Let's see where I close it right now, what it does. Where it actually gets me out at. I think it's just showing up wrong. Okay, so it got me out at plus 10%, so it's just showing up wrong for whatever reason. And that long only closed with 10%, which that makes sense. Get me in the market, dude. Yeah, so my liquidation price is still $100 away. That's right. It's just showing up wrong. All right, questions. Let's do it. What platform is this? What or which one I was looking at? It depends on. It was so long ago I asked that. What up, man? End of day candle is up. Yeah, it looks like it. Really in that way, yeah. He uses TradingView and a web best thing for coins. I was close passing my 150K, fucked it up, tilted candle, yeah. This is PancakeSwap. This is PancakeSwap's platform. It's just a TradingView chart, but this is PancakeSwap. It's a decentralized futures protocol. I guess you could call it perpetual futures trading. Yeah, it's definitely the shit. If you want to learn more about it, I can make a like breakdown of. I already made one before, but I need to make another one for my new YouTube channel, so I can do that if you guys would be interested in it. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, there's a couple decent ones. This is just the one that I found the easiest to use, and it's where I make the most money, so for whatever reason. Alrighty, any more questions, miss? Is it worth? Yeah, blah blah. Ended it. All right. Any questions, guys? Going once, going twice. All right, this is about to geek down here. All right, so I don't know how much I'm up right now, but I'm assuming it's quite a bit. No questions? All right, guys. Well, I will see you Saturday for you guys that are in the class. And I will see you Sunday, Matthias. You want to do it Sunday? What time, bud? Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry, I also wasn't trading very well today. I probably traded for way too long as well. So it is what it is. The market was kind of tough. After, I don't know how many streams it's been in a row now, 5 or 6 in a row, making bank on it. Yeah, at least 6 in a row now. This will be a break of the streak I was on there. Yeah, you're too late, man. You can still watch the recordings, but as far as getting into the live classes, it's too late. Yeah, if you want to, you just sign up for the Discord and it comes with it. Let me get the link for you, bud. They're in the are you in the yeah, if you're in the subscribe to it, then it would be in the Market Masters in here. In the Risk to Riches Masterclass. Yeah, it would be in there. Alright, so I missed my exit there. So if I was down 60% to start with, I'm probably up 200% or so, 120-ish right now. Alright, let me get you that link, bud. It is on. What's it not working? Oh, caps are on, that's why. Yeah, if you just sign up and then the recordings, everything, it's like an all-in-one bundle. And then the daily live streams where we do this every single day. Dun dun. Give me that money. I'm gonna make bank on this drop here. So I want to see touch that red line and I'll add into it, and then should be very good. Oh, you meant the daily candle, like yeah, on the daily chart, yeah. It just like froze. All right, there's half back to balance. All right, guys. I will catch y'all later.